Here we go, guys. 1.97 is live, and with that came the F-4E Phantom. This is a slightly better Phantom. I'm going to go through this real quick. We're not going to waste your time too much. This right here, I just threw this in here because guess what? This is something that I would never actually have done in the F-4C. The F-4E actually maneuvers just a little bit better. I'll do a side-by-side comparison in just a little bit to show you. But I am actually able to control this fight pretty well. This is something that, like I said, not normally able to do. The F-4E turns just a little bit better, and it maintains the same energy that the F-4C did. It also has the integrated gun this time instead of the gun pod, which means a little bit less weight. Very helpful. Also has very good leading edge slats. When you first hop into this plane, you may not feel like it's that much better than the F-4C. One other thing that this thing definitely has over the F-4C is the AIM-9J missiles. They are essentially longer range R-60s if you're used to those missiles. They work rather well. But in this case, like I said, just look at this. I am easily outturning that guy. I'm maintaining energy better than this T2. The F-100 was never going to maintain energy to start with. Overall, I am actually really liking this plane. I honestly did not like the Phantom before this patch. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be flying this plane a hell of a lot more. I took a look at the J-35. It's going to be a very difficult plane to carry with. Overall, this plane is just a little bit more fun. Now, this is Missile Thunder, boys and girls. Do not forget that, because guess what? I have been shot down by missiles left and right. Dodging the AIM-9Js is not fun. This thing does have flares. They do sort of work. You got about a 50-50 shot. You got to blast a lot of them off. And unfortunately, like I said, there's a technique to it. We'll go into that probably a little bit later in another video. Basically, what you really got to know, though, is that if you want to dodge a missile, you better drop that afterburner off, because you're never going to dodge it as long as that afterburner, don't matter how many flares you got. So that being the end of that match, let me show you guys real quick a side-by-side comparison of the F-4C and the F-4E. You'll see real quick in an elevator turn, I'm pulling a solid G better on the F-4E on the left. And I come out with the same speed. Both turns were started right around 1,100 kilometers an hour. So let's go into a regular match. This was actually the best match I've had so far. I've played about 10, 12 matches, and it's been hit or miss. I mean, this is Missile Thunder, right? So it doesn't really matter how good you are as a pilot. At some point, you're going to get focused down by multiple people at the same time. You're just not going to survive that. That just isn't going to happen. In the Missile Thunder fashion, we're going to go ahead and launch the first missile off at the unsuspecting F-4, who doesn't really know what's going on, and he goes down quick. Try and lob a shot at the next Phantom. Just a little high. We miss him. At this point, I just want to go ahead and dive out. Up is not really what I want to do when there's a ton of missiles that can all kill me. So we dive into the clouds, get down a little bit low, pulling behind this FGR. Hoping I can get close enough, but he's actually really fast. Here comes another FGR behind me. So I go ahead and set up for a reversal. It's not really my ideal situation, so I don't want to dump a ton of speed right off the bat. He's still kind of lurking, but we're going to go ahead and try to extend just a little bit, see if we get the chance. Hopefully these guys behind him can try and help me out, but I don't think it's going to happen. Missiles out by the F-4EJ. That is my biggest threat right now, because he can turn just the same as I am. As long as I lead my turn just a little bit early, shouldn't be a problem. Here we go, setting up for reversal. Dodge its shot just a little bit. Come back in. We are dropping the throttle. I'm not air braking at this point. And look how easily we got inside his turn. Just because I'm a little bit slower. Don't know why, but he decides to pull right back in front of my guns again. We set him on fire, and he was out of the match. Dodge the next F-4 coming in. Try throwing a missile at me, or maybe the guy around me, I'm not sure. But look at this, I'm slow right now. I'm not real happy to be this slow, but we're going to go ahead and try and get away from this furball just a little bit. So we're extending away. I look behind me, and I see there is another FGR latched onto me. So we're going to go ahead and turn just a little bit early. Ignore those flares because I haven't really set up my binds yet. They attacked my throttle, so he's past us now, so I'm just going to try and keep my nose level. I don't want to dump too much speed, but I'm going to go ahead and turn towards him. Heat up a missile just to, you know, send him a little love letter. Remind him that I'm still back here. It's going to force him to turn just a little bit. Maybe I'll get a chance to catch him. Either way, I'm not really wanting to turn right away. Not until I get a little bit more distance from these guys behind me. He decides to turn in. So we're going to set up, hopefully get a shot on him. Here it comes, getting just inside that turn, and miss. But we're just going to turn back around and turn back into this. I got tons of room now. I can kind of lurk behind him on my way back towards this furball. I'm not really focusing him too much. I don't want to lose track of the guys to my right. I do see an F-4C Phantom, this nuclear ICBM missile guy. He's coming towards me. And there is an FGR kind of high. The FGR's got somebody behind him, so I'm not too focused. Lob my missile off one more, and turn towards the other Phantoms. Deny him the shot, and we pull in towards the other guy again. Look how easy I turn. This guy decided he wanted to dump some speed and try and get behind me. Not going to get that shot. This thing turns really well, and I still maintain pretty good speed. Because I kind of went up into a chandelle in that turn, I stored up just a little bit of energy that I could drop to get my speed back up to 1,000 kilometers an hour. So now we're just doing a subtle turn. I don't want to dump my speed, but I'm going to try and get a shot on these guys. F4 is coming back for another pass. Turn a little bit tighter. Look at that, 12 Gs because we're getting slightly lower on fuel. Phantoms are really good when they get below 10 minutes of fuel. They all turn very well. This one is just going to turn a little bit better. Line up for the next shot. Get the kill very quickly. So one thing that I do want to mention, that I am using armored targets on these belts. I am not using air targets. That was what happened in the intro kill, why I got the hit instead. The hunter pulls right in front of me, gives me the easy shot. I fire off the missile. He has no time to dodge that, even if he tried. And the match is over. I tell you what, guys, going into this patch, I thought I was going to enjoy the Draken a lot more than I enjoyed this plane. But the Draken, limited fuel, limited guns, not the best missiles, and it dumps a ton of speed, is going to be a tough plane to carry with right now. So if you guys are, you know, unless you really just want to do high alpha turns all day, this is the plane to get right now. Maybe even the Japanese F-4E. I do believe it's pretty close to the same exact plane. You guys want to see something funny real quick? That's a Draken right there. I'm going to launch a missile off. This is an AIM-9J. I don't know if you couldn't see it. Maybe it was burning out by the time I got to him, but he knew it was coming. These things are good. These missiles are really good. So real quick, while I got you guys here, if you guys want more footage, tons of more footage, I am uploading matches daily, almost daily. The way you access them is with channel memberships. Now, I don't upload these to public because they would probably kill the channel. But if you guys really want them, they are there for your option. Just check out the channel memberships, hit the join button, let me know what you think, guys. If it's too much to ask, you know, it's fine. Let me know. I'm always up for critique, but I'm going to be dumping a ton of matches up on the YouTube for members. So let me know, guys. Thanks for the support. We'll see you around. Until next time.